fact, if you want to be a lawyer, okay, no, not exactly. It's not a law school. However, you get to learn a lot. Trust me, I have learned so much. And in fact, I'm considering, by association, I'm a barrister, Barrister Ruth. By association, I have my one and only barrister, Uche.
Yay!
Nobody's hailing you. What is it?
Good morning, Ruth. It's good to be
Morning once again.
back here.
It's like I've never seen Barrister Uche look this cute
Whoa,
ever.
really?
Like, I don't know. She's just...
Like, I should start blushing.
First of all, I just need to give it up to our African fabrics. I mean, like, they're just amazing. They are amazing. Great, great, great design. But it suits you, though. Good morning. Hope you had a restful night.
Thank you. You've been very generous with your compliments this morning. I don't know what I owe that to, but I wish I could get a dose of that every day.
I'll try. All right,
Good
then.
morning.
Okay, so she's here, and as always, she is our go-to lawyer. Yes, I'm not going to say our go-to girl, but she's our go-to lawyer on anything and everything legal right here. So we get to ask her all the questions. Since you've been born, you've had so many questions to ask, and you've never really gotten a satisfying answer. Don't worry, you're at the right place. She will give you those answers. And if for any reason, she's not proud. I mean, she's human, and that's just, one of the reasons I love her. Yeah, that kind of beautiful love. So if for any reason at all she cannot lay her hands on anything that would, satisfy your hunger for knowledge and all of that, she will get back to you on that on another time. But for right now, we will definitely try our best. And so we're here for you. You can call in and ask just about any question, and we mean that. You get these answers, you get this information, this knowledge for free. These are informations that on a good day you will have to pay for it. But no, we give this to you right in the comforts of your home, in your bedroom, wherever you are. As long as you take us with you, you get these informations for free. And so, give it up for Human Rights Radio. No one else does it. All right, today we will be taking a look at due process. Due process in what, how, where, whatever. Barrister Uche will be letting us in on that. So, of course, we would like to know what you mean, what is meant by the term due process. So let's listen to you, Barrister.
Okay, thank you so much, Ruth. In Nigeria, I will start by saying in Nigeria, anytime, in fact, until very recently, anytime I hear due process, I just remember the Obasanjo era, and then we had Madam Due Process, and it had to do with public procurement and budgeting and planning and all of that. Well, that is one aspect, but it's not our focus this morning. When you talk about due process, basically it's a phrase that embodies society's basic notion of legal fairness. It means that the conduct of proceedings, whether legal or otherwise, should be done strictly according to laid down principles or procedures. It means that you don't just wake up in the morning and conduct, for instance, a trial or whatever it is, probably invite someone to a panel, let's assume in a workplace, and then you fire the person for whatever reason without following laid down procedures. Now, when you talk about probably ministries or boards or establishments, organizations, and all of that, you find out that these people have laid down procedures in doing whatever it is they have to do, whether it's hiring employees, whether it's firing someone, whether it's procurement or whatever. There are laid down procedures in following through to achieve whatever goal the organization or whatever or whoever wants to achieve. So it's not something that is done on a whim of the person. You just wake up and decide. No, it's basically to ensure that in whatever you try to do, whether in following through a legal proceeding or trying to achieve a particular goal, that it is done in accordance with established laid down principles.
So what you're saying, you mentioned employment, so I just had to think that way. Like, so you're saying I can't just wake up one morning and my employer will just look at me and say, Ruth, you're sacked.
Well, for most times when you talk about private organizations, that's possible. But when you
why?
Well, because
Possible or allowed?
it's possible. It's possible.
It sounds more like it's allowed.
It's possible because, of course, it's a private organization, probably is run by an individual or individuals, and then they have the powers to hire and fire. But when you talk about probably government positions or public positions, it's not permitted. You can't just wake up and then decide that Mr. A has erred, and on your own, as an individual, you fire. No. There are supposed to be laid down procedures to achieving these things. Now, when you
So why is the private sector, free to decide to carry out these things without following due process? Why? I mean, that's giving them a little.
They hired in the first place. So
is it not people?
They have the right to determine. We're not trying to say that this thing should be done without being fair to the person. But anybody who has the right to hire you should also have the right to fire you. Now, when you talk about government positions, you find out that you are not just hired by an individual. There's also a process in hiring. Before you are given an employment in a public sector, you follow certain procedures to be given that position. Now, in firing as well, it only makes sense that it also has a right to give witnesses, to confront witnesses, to cross-examine witnesses, especially witnesses on the other side. And as well, he has a right not to give testimony that will be self-incriminating, or even the right to keep silent. So you see that all of these procedures are there to ensure that these processes, or the process of either punishing a person for whatever wrong he has been accused of, that these procedures are followed so that you don't probably punish a person for something he did not commit.
All right. So in which other area is this applicable? I mean, we've just talked about the legal aspect, yeah?
Okay, let me take you to a foreign jurisdiction. In the 5th and 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, it says that that an individual cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without appropriate legal procedures and safeguards. Basically, we're falling back to due process. So that procedures and safeguards must be there. Now, these safeguards are to ensure that we're not trying to say that the judiciary is infallible, that they are above mistakes. No, nobody is trying to say that. Now, but in helping that we don't punish someone for a wrong that is probably assumed or non-existent, all of these safeguards have been put in place to forestall arbitrariness.
Okay. Interesting. Well, if you are just joining the conversation, it is Probono Chambers on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. The focus for us today, this morning, is due process, and we have Barrister Uche taking us through this. If you have any questions so far on the conversation, you can call in and share these thoughts with us. If your questions are not entirely based on this particular topic, feel free to call in. Yes, feel free to call in and ask your questions, and she will definitely give an answer to you. We have two numbers for you to call, so you can try 081 89 99 1011. That's 081 89 99 1011. You can also call 070 45 45 4445. These are the numbers for you to call and be a part of Pro Bono Chambers this morning, because the program is strictly for you. All right, then let's listen more to Barrister Uche while you make your way through to us to ask whatever questions may be bothering you at this particular time. Now, let's hear a little more on how, in any other way that we can apply this and ensure that for anything and everything, because I have come to understand, I mean, in sometimes very little ways, things we do in life, there's always law has a way of like coming into some of these things. We don't really see it as a very legal process, but then it has a way of, if we apply it, it has a way of protecting us, helping us, or saving us from a lot of unwarranted troubles here and there.
Yes, that's very true. These are things that on face value, you don't give second thoughts to most of the times. Especially when it comes to whether or not you're protecting the rights or you're upholding the rights of someone or you are abusing the rights of another person. Now, when you talk about these issues, especially when it comes to trials, legal proceedings, as we're trying to look at now, you find out that a lot of procedures have been put in place to protect both the person standing trial and guide the probably, let me call them the administrators now, which is the judiciary, to ensure that we don't cross certain boundaries which might invariably lead to an abuse of of the rights of the accused now. So you see that, like I said earlier, these are safeguards trying to ensure that there are some kind of speed bumps on the road to justice, to help you exercise caution. In the administration of justice, and to ensure that we don't eventually get to the end of a proceeding and find out that all we have done or all we have achieved amounts to a gross injustice. So basically, that is why these things are there. And the law says that you must ensure that these laid down procedures or these established principles are put in place before you can be said that justice has been done. Now, we always say that justice should not only be done, it should also be seen to have been done.
What does that mean? Not just be done, but seen to have been, like, not just on paper, but...
it means basically that in trying to achieve justice, make sure that everything is clear. It's done in a very transparent manner. It's done in a very open manner, so that whoever it is that is interested in the matter, or whoever it is that is watching you, can be convinced that, yes, not only have you arrived at justice, it is very obvious that you have arrived at justice.
All right. So you just need for it to be very obvious. That's quite interesting. So please try and reach us. It appears that the phone lines are not exactly cooperating with us, but we'll keep trying. I tried to pick a call a little earlier and it will not connect, but keep trying. The number to call is 070-4545-4445 or 081-8999-1011. These are the numbers for you to call. Let's try this person. Hello? Hello? Please stay away from your radio.
Hello?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please turn off your radio so we can hear you clearly. What's your name?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, what's your name?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Hello?
I think we're back to the bad network situation, but please don't relent. Try and call me right back. Hopefully, we will get to hear from you. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Good morning. Welcome to Probono Chambers. What's your name?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm calling.
Okay.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
So talk to me. What's your name?
My name is Abdul.
Abdul. Why are you blushing? Just talk. All right. Do you have a question? Go ahead. Abdul was never ready to talk to us. I guess he was shy or something. I don't know. All right. 081-8999-1011. Hello. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes.
What's
Hello,
your name?
From Apple?
Who?
Yes, ma. Please, I want to ask a question. As a Nigerian, it is able to vote, yes?
What? As a Nigerian,
so
what?
That Nigeria will be putting election day on the day you watch it. Are they not define your right as a Nigerian?
Okay, I need you to repeat that again. You said something
Hello?
as a Nigerian. Can you just
Hello?
can you hear me? Are you there? I think we lost that call. Did you get? He was saying something to put. Is it election day or something about? I don't know.
I know I heard as a Nigerian. I don't know.
Okay,
I heard
so
anything else.
please, if you can call back so we can hear your question and answer you appropriately. Hello. Oh. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name?
My name is Mohammed. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mohammed.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Mohammed.
Okay.
My name is Mohammed. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my question here is, I want to ask Vice this. She talked about the right of the accused being protected. We have various laws or whatever that can protect the right. I want to ask, what's the situation where such right, under such right also, accused also can escape escape justice? It's very possible. For example, you have people that
Okay.
in government that
Well, hello, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Mohammed, we're not really getting your question, so can you say that again?
I said the accused have various laws that can protect them, or item on the law that can protect their rights. I'm saying that such also, such law also give room for them to escape. Some of them can hide under such protection, rather, to also escape justice. A situation where somebody is accused of stealing or looting the treasury of the Federation, the general people of this country are victims, and you have all this protection in law that also can make them escape. You know, they can escape. And it's very obvious that they commit the act, but they will now say, okay, they have protection under law.
So,
and
what's your
give them escape way?
So, what would you suggest in this situation, or what's your question?
What?
You have a suggestion to counter that, or?
So what happened? What is that guarantee in law that such people also don't escape? Because I'm saying the protection or under law that is giving them this kind of a protection they can hide under that kind of protection to escape justice.
So he's saying that, yeah, you got him, yeah?
Yes.
So what can be done since people can hide under this protection, and then continue to commit crimes? Escape justice.
They can hide under this protection to escape justice. I beg to disagree. I don't think that all this this will aid any accused person standing trial to escape justice.
Maybe it's not intended, but in a way, it could do that.
Now, the point is, when a person, for instance, let's say in the case of a person standing trial, it is the responsibility of the prosecutor now to prove beyond reasonable doubt that this person is guilty of the offense for which he is being accused of. So it's not the accused person can decide to stay silent all through his trial. He can decide not to give any testimony. It's not his it's not his responsibility to prove that I am guilty. No, it's the responsibility of the other party who is trying to prove or establish that this person is actually guilty, to prove to the court that yes, you are guilty. So if he decides to stay silent or not give any testimony that he feels will incriminate him, then that will be his decision to take. But I do not think that under normal circumstances he will escape justice. If the prosecutor does a good job, then there is no how the accused person will escape justice. But he also has a right to defend himself. If you prove that, yes, this is what he did, he has a right to defend himself and say,